1 year ago, she made her mark as the most riveting new judge to hit the daytime courtroom scene. In fact, Judge Karen premiered as the #1 new first-run strip.
Y'all thought I had left the bench for good? I was on vacation. Starting next fall, the all-new Judge Karen's court is back in session.
She shattered all expectations in her very first sweeps period, and now she's ready to rise to the top. That's right, Judge Karen Mills Francis is back on the bench. From Litton Entertainment comes Judge Karen's Court.
Was he the first married man you had ever dated?
No, but I swore that I'd never do that again.
God, Abraham, and Moses, this is the last.
Razor sharp with plenty of style, Judge Karen Mills Francis is a true original.
I can run a circle around you before you realize I started drawing a circle, okay?
She's got a lot more flair than your average judge. And not just because of her blonde hair and red robe. Personality, Judge Karen's got it.
You were just hanging out in strip clubs?
No, I wasn't out just hanging out.
What were you doing in strip clubs?
Well, actually, I was because
Okay, you were hanging out in strip club with dollar bills in your pocket.
No, I wasn't doing that. I definitely wasn't doing that, but I was doing research for...
Oh, so you were doing research?
Yes.
How about that? You're doing research.
After serving 8 years as a judge in Miami's Dade County, it was her unique sensibility, style, and sass that led her into the TV limelight. But her road to success was paved with hardships. She grew up in the inner city and overcame poverty and discrimination to graduate at the top of her high school class.
My family has always been so supportive of me in everything that I've done. And I really have tried my whole life to make my family proud of me. I really have.
After high school, she won a full scholarship to prestigious Bowdoin College, then earned her law degree from the University of Florida. After graduating, she became one of Miami's most successful public defenders.
When I was 7 years old, my father told me I was going to be a lawyer. So I grew up always saying that one day I'm going to be a lawyer.
After 8 years as a successful criminal defense attorney, she decided to do something about the racial inequality of Miami's justice system.
I'm only the second black woman to run for judgeship in Dade County.
She took on a man who held the bench for almost 25 years.
Every legitimate organization supported him and said I couldn't beat him. I beat him.
All rise. The Honorable Karen Mills Francis presiding.
Her car was in the driveway.
What did she do? What did she do?
She locked the door, she turned off the lights and pretended not to be home.
Okay, and then what did you do?
I politely put a hole in the window and reached my hand and...
Question, how do you politely put a hole in?
Because I didn't want to completely just break the whole window.
Okay, what did you use, your fingernail?
I used a bat. But I didn't break the whole window. Bat?
And no matter how outlandish the testimony, Judge Karen's rulings are always fair, informative, and final.
When the plaintiff used the bat to break in, it's the same as any homeowner using some tool to break into their own home. She legally had a right to be there.
Having spent most of her life laying down the law, Judge Karen has seen every scam in the book. So when a man sues his best friend
for damages that resulted from an eyeglass case being thrown at your groin area.
She not only exposes the fraud.
So you say that day he threw this unpadded eyeglass case at your groin area, knocking the daylights out of you. He had to pick you up off the floor, and then you sat behind the computer and checked your email for 5 hours.
No, I typed.
Is that what you're telling me?
No, I typed for about...
She reveals her ability to be entertaining without compromising her keen sense of the law.
I find that you are an uninvited guest in his home, and he used reasonable force to evict you out of his house. I find in favor of the defendant.
Judge Karen's campaign promise was sensitive to all. She's seen firsthand the emotional scars left by injustice. So when a woman drags her ex-husband into court over a few possessions...
You finally got away from Mr. Dunlap, got yourself a 40-acre farm. So why are you back down here arguing about a couch and a TV?
Judge Karen is able to see beyond the petty squabble to the real issue.
Something about this just doesn't seem right, Mr. Dunlap. And really, I know this is really not about the couch and the TV. It's not about the couch and the TV. It's about the principle of things. It's about your sense of equity. It's about your sense of fairness, that you live with this man and put up with his foolishness for 14 years and you can't even get your couch and your TV. Guess what? I'm giving you a couch and a TV. I find in favor of the plaintiff.
In addition to the familiar court show format daytime viewers know and love, Judge Karen's court will introduce a new and entertaining element called You Be the Judge. Before each ruling, Judge Karen will give the courtroom audience a chance to weigh in on who they think should win the case. Using individual touchpads, each audience member will vote for either the plaintiff or the defendant based on the testimony they just heard. Did they get the ruling right? They and the home viewer will find out when Judge Karen gives her official verdict.
My judgment is for the plaintiff, $1,900 for the laptop. The massager, keep it, you might need it.
Personality, experience, intelligence.
I don't need you to do my job. Stay in your lane. I know how to drive.
The most refreshing TV judge is back in town.
Beginning next fall, join me for an all-new courtroom drama. Don't miss Judge Karen's Court.